up, y'all? OD'd here, once again. Baby back rib time. Now I know I've done baby back rib videos before, but I've switched up our recipe a little bit, so I want to show you guys how I do them now. These have been sitting in the fridge overnight. Guys, wrapped them in foil and saran wrap, as you can see. Took the membrane off the back. There's a little thin layer of membrane on here, skin, that I take off. Some people leave it on, but I take it off. And then I just gave them a nice kind of rub down with my Big Jake's dang old rub. That's what they look like. Let me wash my hands here. I'm going to apply some more rub. I think it's important to let them sit overnight in the fridge. I put a pretty generous layer of rub on there. As you can see, the fly is enjoying my ribs already. Thank you, fly, for the compliment. And a lot of it's, you know, kind of permeated the meat, kind of soaked in there. You want that because you want your rib to have the rub profile all the way through it. Say that 4 times fast. So we're going to put another layer, basically as much as I did the first time. Not like that. You don't want to put too much, because if you put too much, your ribs get grainy. Like, I don't know, you can like feel the spice granules in your mouth, and it's not very tasty. So, and of course I do both sides just to try to get the rub really in there. I'm going to put these on the smoker at 250 degrees. I can't really tell you exactly how long they're going to take. I try not to go by time anymore, because they're done when they're done. But after 3 hours, I'm going to check them, kind of see where they're at. I'm going to put them on unwrapped first, and then when they start to just barely kind of pull off the bone, and then they have, I don't know, they have like a certain look to them, then I'm going to foil them with some apple juice and then let them cook for another hour. So we'll get to that point in a little bit. Alright, we'll be back later. Alright, y'all, it's been 3 hours. Baby back ribs on the old Yoder out here. Check them out, check them out. This is what they look like. Got a nice kind of crust on them. You flip them over. You can see they're just starting to pull back here from the bones. So that means it's time to wrap them up. Put some apple juice in there. I use not from concentrate, baby. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but this is just the apple juice that we drink at the house, so you can use whatever you want. It'll work. This tenderizes them, and it'll also give them a little flavor. Now you're going to kind of wrap them up like this. And then at 250, the bone's poking out there a little bit. Not too bad. Try not to do that, obviously. But anyways, I think it'll be alright. You're just trying to steam them, kind of. Check them after an hour, because they will cook quickly like this. Some people go for 2, but I usually go for an hour and then check them, because you don't want to overcook them. So, and then you just put them in the smoker like that. Alright, later. Alright guys, it's been well, 4 hours total. 3 with the ribs unwrapped, 1 hour with the ribs wrapped. Let's check them out here. See what they look like. Yeah, those are that's been long enough. You can see they're pulling away from the bone here. Got to be careful when you get them out, because they might fall apart. Which of course you don't want them to do that. Take them out of the foil. This you can throw it away, or I guess you could drink it if you wanted to, just to be weird. But I'm just going to throw it away. That's my plan for it. Now we're going to sauce them. Normally I make my own sauce from scratch, but I don't know, I was feeling lazy, didn't feel like doing it. So I'm using Big Bob Gibson's Championship Red Sauce. So we're going to sauce the back here, and then we'll let them cook for another 15 minutes. Get that juice all nice in there. Yeah, sauce this side, 15 minutes, flip them over, sauce them again. Then you take them off after another 15 minutes and let them rest covered in foil for 15 minutes, and then we'll cut them. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, the ribs are done. 4.5 hours total time. By the way, when I took them off, I sauced them again. So the bottom's been sauced once, the top's been sauced twice. And I'm going to put one more layer of sauce here on the top, because that's the way I personally like them. That's what they look like. If you know, the time might vary depending on how big the ribs are and the weather outside, and I mean all kind of crazy stuff. So don't go exactly by the time. When you'll get to the point where you can kind of do it by the look, the way they kind of feel. So you'll figure it out. Make sure you let them rest, because if you don't let them rest, they won't firm up, and then when you try to cut them, a lot of times they'll just kind of shred apart, and then you won't have a very nice looking rib. I use a serrated knife when I cut my ribs, for the same reason that I like the way the serrated knife cuts the ribs. It doesn't shred them on the side. It makes a nice, clean, kind of even cut. So, but hey, you can use whatever knife you want. So that's what one looks like. Nice smoke ring in there. See how the cut's nice and even. It's not well, like kind of broken or jagged. That's kind of what they look like. Check it out. Let's go ahead and take a little taste test here. Oh yeah, those came out perfect. This is the way I like them. Where you bite into them, the meat comes off clean, off the bone like that, but the whole rib doesn't fall apart. That's my personal style that I like them. But if you want them, you know, to completely fall off, just cook them longer. So that's what they look like, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. It's time for us to eat dinner. Later.